Monday, January 18, 2021, the 40th virtual flag raising ceremony was led by the Office of the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office under Fernando Vincent D. Jr. While they brandished their accomplishment through an audio-visual presentation, they also took time to entertain the employees and the FB viewers with their dance performance. During the program, Provincial IATF Chief Dr. Jerry Kalingasan conveyed that the Department of Health recently conducted a training and seminar with regards to the COVID-19 vaccine. He said that in the meeting, DOH classified the priority beneficiaries when the vaccine becomes available and actual vaccination commences. Dr. Kalingasan then took the initiative and proceeded to conduct a survey in the province to identify the specific number of people within Department of Health's priority group for vaccination. The priority groups are as follows. In Group A are frontline health workers in public and private facilities, public health workers, the provincial health officers and municipal health officers, the barangay health workers, barangay health and emergency response team, DSWD and DILG personnel, and other essential workers. Included in the list are indigent senior citizens, the indigent population, and uniformed personnel, while teachers and social workers belong to Priority Group B, and the rest, including ordinary citizens, belong to Priority Group C. It was also on Monday that the Disinfection and Sanitation Committee headed by Dr. Benjamin Resma set into motion the scheduled two-day disinfection and sanitation of the Provincial Governor's Office. In compliance to Provincial IATF Chief Dr. Jerry Kalingasan's orders, the disinfection and sanitation commenced on Monday and lasted until Tuesday, January 19 of 2021. During the disinfection, the Provincial Governor's Office temporarily based its operations at the EM Hall of the Provincial Training Center to avoid disruption of the scheduled activities. The safety and well-being of provincial capital employees has always been one of Governor Bambi Emano's priorities. Hence, the consistent disinfection of various offices is necessary not only to protect employees but also Misamis on their transactions with the capital. Furthermore, on Monday, the Provincial Agriculture Office announced the successful return of the team sent to the Philippine Coconut Authority Davao Research Center in Bago Oshiro, Davao City on January 15, 2021 to obtain 16,790 cocoa seed nuts comprising of various varieties of coconuts to be distributed to farmers in the province. The group was led by Ms. Michelle Ros Valmores Lace, Senior Agriculturist of Pagro, who oversaw the delivery operation into the province along with establishing coordination with Dr. Liberty Canha, the research manager of the PCA Davao Research Center, to guarantee the supply of cocoa seed nuts for Misamis Oriental. The cocoa seed nuts will be used by Governor Bambi Emano to augment and rehabilitate the aging coconut trees of the province, of which 10 million are identified to be in old age and thus already have reduced production capabilities, while 2.5 million are in the senile stage and needs to be replanted. Of the 5 truckloads of cocoa seed nuts from Davao, 1 carried Makapuno seed nuts intended to establish Misamis Oriental's very own Makapuno Embryo Culture Facility. On Tuesday, January 19, 2021, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Region 10 Wildlife Division conducted a joint activity with the Provincial Veterinary Office to inspect the health condition of wild animals being kept and taken care of at DENR's Wildlife Rescue Center prior to their release back into their natural habitat. The health inspection activity is in fulfillment of the Memorandum of Agreement between PVET and DENR that grants PVET the authority to inspect rescued animals for injuries, malnutrition, and other health problems that may hinder their survivability upon their reintegration back into the wild. Animals found to have injuries or have health problems will be treated first before being released. In total, PVET serviced 19 rescued wild animals made up of 7 reticulated pythons, 2 yellow-headed water monitors, and 10 Philippine macaques. On Tuesday, January 19, 2021, in conformity with Governor Bambi Emano's continuous effort of uplifting the livelihood of Misamis, the Provincial Agriculture Office under Jose Apollo Pacamalan sent a team headed by Pagro Senior Agriculturist Michelle Ros Valmores Lace to Philippine Coconut Authority Zamboanga Research Center to obtain a patent of intellectual property to legally acquire and bring into the province the pedal-type machine alongside corresponding the knowledge and technology for the development of the machine's product. The pedal-type machine will be used for the production of single-ply twine rope, a reliable and sturdy material that can be further manufactured into various products. The activity is an initiative of Governor Bambi Emano to create employment in the barangay level, wherein housewives will be the primary target for employment in the production of single-ply twine rope. On Wednesday, January 20, 2021, PDRRMO head Mr. Fernando Vincent D. Jr. together with board members Saysay Emano, Dexter Yasay, and board member Gerardo Boboy Sabal turned over 2 Bambi cabs to Barangay Poblacion Lugait, Misamis Oriental, and Barangay San Pedro, Initaw, Misamis Oriental at the provincial capital grounds. The Bambi cabs from Governor Bambi Emano will be used to augment various operations within the barangay level and will serve as an immediate mode of transportation for emergencies in the said barangay. Also on Wednesday, the Scholar Connie Bambi office continued its distribution of educational cash assistance to 140 beneficiaries at Barangay Taytay Covered Court in El Salvador City. Board members Gerardo Boboy Sabal III, Dexter Yasay, and Saysay Emano attended the distribution. Each scholar received 2,500 to augment their educational needs. The beneficiaries expressed their gratefulness to Gov Bambi for giving them the opportunity to continue their education and for delivering the cash assistance swiftly. IKNB Coordinator Ms. Jaira Lucilos assured all IKNB scholars that despite the pandemic and the new normal posing challenges for all students, Governor Bambi Emano will never allow his scholars to be left behind. On Thursday, January 21, 2021, the Provincial Cooperative Office reported the successful distribution of financial assistance to all members of the Makahalar Wharfs Porters Association Federation of Free Workers Multipurpose Cooperative. The financial assistance given to the cooperative stemmed from Governor Bambi Emano's desire to aid and revitalize their businesses, which were severely affected by the complications brought about by COVID-19. Governor Bambi, through Provincial Cooperative Office Head Alberto Boboy Akain, expressed his deep concern for the well-being of the cooperative sector and promised to ensure his support not just throughout their recovery from economic challenges, but much more on their endeavors in consolidating and expansion once the pandemic is beaten. Also on Thursday, the Misamis Oriental Local School Board conducted their first executive meeting for 2021 via Zoom. The goal of the meeting was to approve project requests for the improvement of facilities submitted by school principals from all over the province. Subsequently, requests for the construction of school stage, bleachers, and covered court improvements were duly approved by the board. Shortly afterwards was the discussion for the now under construction swimming pool complex at Naawan. Several ideas for its development were presented after its completion, all geared towards a single goal of uplifting the swimming prowess of Misamis Oriental's students in the hopes of producing an Olympic gold medalist someday. On Friday, January 22, 2021, the celebrated and much anticipated blessing and pledge of support ceremonial signing of the new Misamis Oriental Provincial Agriculture Development Complex took place at Barangay Anii, Claveria. The brainchild of Governor Bambi Emano's persistent efforts geared towards farmer empowerment and agriculture development, Misamis Oriental's very own provincial agriculture complex is envisioned to catapult Misamis Oriental into an agriculture powerhouse in the near future. attended by Governor Bambi Emano together with esteemed personalities such as Honorable Peter Onabia, Vice Mayor of Hingog City, Honorable Christian Onabia, Congressman, 1st District of Misamis Oriental, representatives from the Department of Science and Technology, Department of Agriculture, Philippine Coconut Authority, Department of Agrarian Reform, Misamis Oriental board members, MODHA, and farmers' cooperative leaders. Most notable of all the guests was Senator Cynthia Villar, chairman of the Senate Committee on Agriculture, who attended via Zoom, hailed this newest development for the province, saying it is timely for the usage of the facility due to the recent passage of the Coco Levy Act in Congress, waiting for signature by President Duterte into law. The 7-hectare complex, which used to be the main production facility of Philip Morris Fortune Tobacco Corporation in northern Mindanao, is handed over to the provincial government of Misamis Oriental and was given the authority to use company assets of agricultural purposes as well as build minimal structures by the deed of grant of usufructuary rights signed by both parties early this year. Strategically located at the agricultural heartland of Misamis Oriental, the Provincial Agriculture Development Complex is eyeing to serve 75,000 households in the province with its state-of-the-art facility that would cater various food processing technologies such as drying, bottling, and preservation, among others. Arguably, the most important service was the complex and its facilities will give is research. Governor Bambi Emano is confident that not only farmers from Claveria, but all farmers across the province can reap the benefits from this facility. The governor aims to further reduce the number of those who have difficulty eating 3 meals a day, help all Misamisnons achieve their dreams, and for the people of the province to no longer rely on foreign products. With the reality of all the planned projects for the advancement of the new Misamis Oriental Provincial Agriculture Development Complex assured by Governor Bambi Emano, Misamisnons can be confident that a new era of prosperity and agriculture dominance awaits Misamis Oriental. On Friday, January 22, 2021, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office headed by Jun Lemar Abella initiated the turnover of 20 sacks of rice to the municipalities of Binuangan and Salay to aid families placed under focused containment. Salay Municipal Mayor Honorable Angelo Capistrano Jr. and Binuangan MSWD Officer Jess Jomar Caingles personally accepted the allocations for Salay and Binuangan respectively. They expressed their gratitude to Governor Bambi for immediately sending aid to their municipalities after receiving their call for help. Gov Bambi in turn emphasized that he would like his actions to be an example to everyone that for us to win against COVID-19, we must help one another, cooperate with the government, and most importantly, always be one step ahead of the virus. And since January 15 to 21, the summary of returning Misamisnons showed 54 ROFs and 364 LSIs have returned home via air and sea travel. Since the pandemic started in March of last year, the provincial government never ceased in assisting the arrivals of Misamisnons back to their hometown. To date, 13,798 were successfully attended to by the Travel and Arrival Committee, while a total of 1,429 have been accommodated for an overnight stay in Marian Suites. Each week, we bring you a roundup of all the office's undertakings, but last Friday's event dominated everything. The launching of the new Provincial Agriculture Development Complex was a massive success that in 1 year, 10 years, 50 years after, people will look back at this moment in our history and say that if 2020 was a low point, 2021 was a turning point for Misamis Oriental. Jinky Rosit, PIO.